Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to a bit of a different video filmed in a bit of a different space, setup, everything. What you're going to have is you're going to have obviously the main camera and then my webcam set up because of the fact that my Beckett order has come in, as you'll be able to see, in multiple angles obviously. Now I will explain things and go through things, but that's probably after the fact and after I've done all of this. So first and foremost, Beckett is a grading service, if you don't know. There's PSA, there's Beckett, they're like the top two. Now, I've been collecting cards like a majority of my life. I don't know where a substantial amount of them are though, as probably most. I don't know where my Yu-Gi-Oh are, I don't know where my Pokemon are, most definitely. I thought I brought all my Yu-Gi-Oh with me because I had about 3,000 cards, but I don't know where they are. So ever since then, I've sort of here and there collected Pokemon, you know, some Yu-Gi-Oh here and there. There's like a 25th anniversary behind me. There are some other bits and pieces that I've collected along the way, some tops, some different things like that, but the main thing has been One Piece for me for about the last year and a bit in the end. Now, I'm a massive fan of the series, as you might be able to tell by majority of things. I am a huge fan, and as of that I thought collecting cards would just be cool. Now I'd never even thought about getting graded cards for One Piece or grading them myself, purely because of the fact that I was just like, it sounds a bit too difficult, basically. Being in the UK and the place being in America doesn't really work out too well. But in the end I sort of thought, why not? Because I'd been buying cards along the way that have been graded ever since realistically like One Piece kind of started the trading card game, probably about 4 or 5 months too late, I will be honest. I wasn't on the ball straight away, I was a little bit late to it, so I got some cards at a really fair price and others nowadays not so much. They're just not fair, and that's just how the market goes when popularity increases. So with that I thought, you know, maybe I'll send some off myself, you know, why not? So I went through and I recorded all of this for about 2 hours. My best, say 20-25 cards, and the thing is that I was very critical. I was very harsh on them, and if I saw any spec or anything I was like, yeah, I'm not sending that. There are cards that I've got from One Piece that are like 60, 65, like £70. They did not get sent because with Beckett they're very harsh, to say the least, and I just thought, to be honest, I'm not risking it. I'm going to be as critical and pick the best cards that I have. Even if some of the cards are £5 or £10, I'm still going to send them off because I want the whole experience of doing that. It's not so much as making money off of it, it's just I want to experience what it's like to send cards to get them back. Now, sending them was quite simple. I sent them with Royal Mail, it was no problem. If you do go and send cards with Royal Mail or in the UK, please make sure that you get the correct weight, because I had weighed mine beforehand before I put packaging in, and I did not know how much packaging would weigh. Like little bits of cardboard, some bubble wrap, went from mine being under 500 grams, I picked, to over 500 grams. So pick like a kilogram, be smart, easy. It really doesn't cost you a lot more. It's like £7-ish, maybe £8, like $5 to $10 more basically, so it's worth it. I chose the base option. Now they arrived on the 22nd of July, and as of filming this it is the 30th of September and they've been returned to me. Now I did not know that when you send cards, so that other people know, there are two types of queues. There's we've got them, they've arrived, and then they are going to be graded. We've got them, they arrived, it's just them acknowledging, you know, we've got them, that's that. Then you enter a queue that's waiting for them to then say, okay, now your period of whatever days you've paid for has started. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So for it's business days, so weekends obviously aren't counted. So for a solid 20-25 days, I thought they were going through. They were not, they were just in a queue. So that's great. They made it through the queue, all great, cool. And then they pretty much quite swiftly went from labels created to labels being added on, and then from there it's just waiting pretty much for them to say shipped. The period of that was less than a month in the end, so 45 plus business days. If you were to include the initial amount of waiting period, I'd probably say that's about right, but if you don't include that, then I'd say it's a lot faster than that. So less than 2 months or just over 2 months isn't terrible. Anyway, this is how the package arrived, and on the back, I'll try to cover things up, but it even states to customs, Attention Customs Department. The items in the package were not purchased. The package contains items that have been returned to their owner. The items in this package were sent for examination and are simply being returned. And even with that, customs were like, you got to pay a fee. So I'm sending off a inquiry to them to be like, no, because shipping from here and paying all of that myself was like a third of the price of everything combined. So yeah, anyway, regardless, we are going to get straight into this. Now, I have not looked at any of the grades, anything, any information, anything online. I have not clicked on anything except checking my order, and that's it. So there is a pull tab here on the side that I will pull, and then we will begin, pretty much. Now, I'm hoping for the best, as I said. I have not looked at anything, but alongside One Piece cards, I should have stated that I then sent off Jujutsu Kaisen, a singular card that came from Japan, that was part of Weekly Shonen, or the Weekly Jump magazine in the end. And yeah, so I also then sent off Dragon Ball cards because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan as well, and I was kind of just like, no matter the, it's just packaging, no matter the grades they get, I just wanted them to be done in the end and graded, because I feel that if some cards are like, what, oh my god, if some cards are like 10 to 20 years old, others, you know, more recent, but the majority being that age, then why not at the end of the day? If you're wondering what this is, by the way, it's simply just like a thing that I received from like a present I got from friends. It came from Japan. This is what the seller sent with it. I've kept it, and I just think it's a good thing to try and cover up to see what grades they get. So yeah, anyway, here are my two things. This is the hefty one, this is the lighter one, so maybe we go lighter one first. Oh god, this is stressful, isn't it? How do people do this with, like, when the cards are worth like a fortune? How do you do it? How do you, like, I guess you're just used to it at that point, but if it was like worth, say, like 10,000, I'd be stressed. I'd be really stressed at that stage. God, this does not want to shift, does it? There we go. It did in the end. Okay. Oh no. One of the cards couldn't be graded. Oh man. I've seen that before with PSA, that people have that. Oh, seriously? What was the reason? Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's a lesson learned, isn't it? That something's happened there. So you'll see first time with me as to why. I don't want to turn that over in case I can see. I need to really cover this up, don't I? Because I don't want it to be scorched. What went on with this? What's wrong? God, this is so difficult. Jesus, Beckett. Why'd you make this so hard? Okay, so, right, what's wrong with this? Or is it just my shipping invoice? Okay, it's just an invoice. I thought there was something wrong with the cards. Okay. So, don't look. Right. If you saw anything, don't you spoil it. Okay, so two cards here. So this, okay, Stranger Things and One Piece. Stranger Things was Ted, tops, my worst spend of money ever. But I wanted to get it graded because I just thought it's cool. So what does Ted get? A 9. I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. 2023 Stranger Things Season 4. He gets a 9. Ted gets a 9. I'll show it like that. There you go. There's Ted. I'm fine with that because it was a numbered card out of 86. I got number 40. I am completely fine with that. I was not expecting this to get anything special, I can't lie. Right, what's the next card? Who is it, first and foremost? Who is it? It's Isho. It's my Isho card. Okay, this is an SP, which is like an alternate or an alt art card. And he gets a... Oh my god, he got a black label. Oh my god. Oh my god, he got a black label. No way. No way. No way. Oh my god. He got a black label. I actually got a black label. That's sick. If you don't know, this is difficult to say the least. I was going to purchase 2 of these. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I got a black label. Oh my god. That's sick. So if you don't know, I was going to purchase 2 of these more than a year ago. I was going to purchase 2 Black Label cards on eBay. I was bidding on them, and I stopped myself. It was a King alt art and a Burr Hancock alt art, and they were respectively, they ended at 56 and 68 pounds. I should have just bid like 57, 58 and like 70, because I looked the other day and they are like horrendous. Like, I mean it, like horrendous. So I don't care what else I get, to be honest. I've got a Black Label, that's insane. Oh my god, I'm so stressed as well. But yeah, they're respectively now probably like 150 for like the King, or maybe 250 for the King, and like 400 for Boa, which that's a lot of money. And realistically, when they weren't really that much in the first place, it's definitely a substantial amount. Right, these are the rest. Okay, which side's which? That's what I've got to look out for, because I don't want to spoil anything. I want it all to be a surprise. Okay, I can't really see anything through that, so maybe that's a good sign. So I'm going to turn it upside down and sit this on top, and then we are going to open it as such. This is really difficult. How do people do this? Like, okay, right. I think that's. Can I get it off? I feel like I'm like spoiling it, but not spoiling it for myself, because I don't want to see anything. So I'm gonna slide them to the side. Oh my god, I got a Black Label. No way. Okay, so I'm just going to. No, I'm not going to do anything stupid or spoil anything. So starting off, we've got a Dragon Ball card up next. So let's see what this has got. So it's definitely below a 10. It got a 4.5. Yeah, that's completely fine by me. Like, I'm not. With any of the Dragon Ball cards, I'm not going to be upset as to what they get, because this is purely to keep them safe and secure. So this is a 1993 Ameda card, Series Part 21, 929, the Z Warriors. It actually got a 9.5 for the centering, a 7.5 on the corners. Very good to excellent, but yeah, it's an old card at the end of the day, so I don't really expect anything crazy from it. I have 6 of these overall, so I'm not really that bothered as to what they get as a whole, purely because of the fact that it's for me to collect and keep safe. Now, One Piece is up next. I kind of want to keep One Piece cards to the side, I cannot lie. One Piece. Okay, so let's slide them into 2 piles like that. So next up is going to be the Jujutsu Kaisen Union Arena, and that got a 9.5. Okay, I'm fine with that. What was it? The centering. Ah, oh, no way. What about the centering? I really wish that got a 10 or something, but anyway, there it is. Action point. Yeah. Damn. I really wish that got. It really did it. It really did all of that, man. Right, let's carry on. Okay, carrying on, we've got another Dragon Ball, which I don't really expect to be the highest. As I said, these aren't going to be. This one got a 5.5. I feel that one of them, or maybe 2, will get better grading, but that I'm not really expecting anything spectacular as an overall. So this got a 9 on the centering, a 9 on the corners, an 8 on the edges. Somehow the surface being 4.5 makes that a 5.5. But anyway, this is another 1993 card. Obviously, I kind of expected the surface not to be great on the back. As you can see, you might be able to, that it's not amazing, but I'm taking that as a overall. I'm not bothered because, like I said, these are to keep, and this is for me to keep safe in the end. So if I only get one Black Label, I am not going to be disappointed in the slightest, because I'm completely fine with that. We've got another 1993, which is coming in at a 4 in the end, as you can see, hopefully, and my camera's about to run out, which is great. Just as I'm getting into the swing of things, it's going to say we're out of battery. But yeah, that got 4. It's another 1993. It's completely fine by me. Not a problem. I'm going to have to change the battery. Hopefully it will be all good, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, we are carrying on with another Dragon Ball card. I can't tell if I've adjusted the angle by accident. Oh, it got a better grade. 9.5? Really? 9.5. So this is a 2013 card instead. So obviously, with it being a bit more recent, maybe that's as to why it got a better grade. I was not expecting anything high on these at all, I cannot lie, but I'll take a 9.5 on that. It was just the surface, which I can understand because a lot of them had issues with their surface, unfortunately. But yeah, these all came from Japan in the end, all of the Dragon Ball cards. So it's not like I was expecting them to do crazily, because I'm sure they've been taken care of, but you know what I mean. So next one also got a 9.5 or something. 9.5 on the Goku. That actually, I feel like this should have got a lot worse, and I'm actually quite happy that it got a 9.5 or 9.5, because the surface, I don't think they noticed this, but you might be able to. If I angle this correctly, you might be able to see that there is a line going across it, like a bend line or a print line, I believe they're called. So yeah, but I'm really happy at that. Another 2013 got a 9.5, so that's really cool. I'm happy with that. That was one of my favourite cards, to be honest, because it's, you know, it's sad in the end. So next up, we've got One Piece, and this is going to be probably a 9.5. I believe this is Ace. 10. Nice. Just the corners. Man, Ace, you let me down. Let me down on the corners. But yeah, this is a like an alternate leader card for Ace that you can get through purchasing like the playmat. And yeah, it comes with it basically. So that's why one of the playmat sets was almost holding its value, because you got this Ace as a result. I'll take a 10. I'm completely happy with that. That's great. So let me move all these cards forward so then they can sit like that. Right, next up. It's stressful, isn't it? So it's going to be possibly another 10 in the end. I think one black label is all we're getting, and I'm completely fine with that. 10. Oh, no. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's on NL. The edges. Yet again. No, corners was his one. Edges. I thought the edges were pristine. I checked them over. I don't know. Maybe I didn't check them thoroughly enough. I thought he would have got a black label for me, I can't lie. I thought he was going to be the black label if I had a chance of a black label, which getting one is extremely lucky in the first place. But I'll take a 10 on him. That's cool. I just wish it was a black label. But anyway, I can't complain because I've already got one. And 2 10s from my One Piece so far is pretty great. Who's next? Did I send another leader? I don't remember sending another leader, but I did. Ah, I did. Corazon got a 10. I wish he got black label as well. What was his issue? Edges again. I checked the edges. I can't lie. Like, thoroughly checked them. And I do not see... I didn't see anything with these at all. Maybe it's just my eyesight. But anyway, Corazon got a 10 as well, which I'm completely fine with. I was kind of thinking he would get the black label, I can't lie, because it would have just been cool because of who the character is and such. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The last card that I sent was a Luffy, probably just a 10. It's Japanese SEC. It's probably like worth like £5, £6, but yeah, it probably got a 10. I can already see that there's no black label, so it got a 9.5. Oh no, for what? Centering. Really? I thought the centering, well, I kind of see a bit on the left to right, but that was it. I thought everything else was kind of pristine. See, at that rate, I should have just sent a different card in. But yeah, that is what it got. It got a 9.5. So that is going to cover all of my Beckett cards in the end for my first submission that I ever did. I got a black label. Can't complain. So I'm extremely happy about that. And there they all are in the end. So yeah. 1 black label, 3 10s, 3 9.5s, a 9, no, 4 9.5s, a 9, and then the in-betweens, you know, which are here and there. But yeah, that's going to cover it. You can ask me any questions down below as to any issues or what I faced or how I went about it. It's all good. I don't think I'm going to submit for a long duration of time, if I do. But yeah, that is going to cover everything. So thank you for watching. I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.